2026 is not the year you think it is. Most people walked into this year like it was just another January, another fresh start, another chance to become the person they promised they'd be last year. But here's what nobody's telling you. The gap is widening between those who get it and those who don't, between those who adapt and those who disappear. And if you are watching this right now, something inside you already knows you are not where you need to be. I've spent the last 3 months watching people crumble. Good people, smart people, people who had everything figured out in 2024, now completely lost because the rules changed, and nobody sent a memo. So I am going to give you mine. The 10 rules I live by. Not motivational quotes, not things I read in a book. These are the truths I had to learn the hard way, the ones that saved me when everything fell apart. And rule number 7? That's the one that changes everything. Let me tell you about a guy I knew. Let's call him Marcus. Marcus spent 2 years building something. Late nights, missed birthdays, sacrifice after sacrifice. He thought if he just worked hard enough, success would find him. It didn't. Because he was building in isolation. No audience, no proof, no feedback. He thought the work would speak for itself. Rule number 1, build in public or build in vain. Point 2026 doesn't reward silent effort anymore. If nobody sees you building, nobody's there when you finish. Document. Share. Let people watch you fail forward. Because the ones who win this year, they're not the most talented. They're the most visible. There is a version of you that's scrolling right now, watching everyone else's highlight reel while your own life feels like a rough draft. You tell yourself you are researching. You are staying informed. But deep down, you know you are numbing. Rule number 2, protect your attention like it's your last dollar. Because it is. Your focus is the only currency that matters in 2026. Every notification is a thief. Every autoplay video is a trap. The algorithm doesn't care about your dreams. It cares about your screen time. Delete what drains you, unfollow what distracts you, guard your mind like your future depends on it, because it does. I watched someone lose everything last year, not because they failed, but because they refused to pivot. They kept pushing a strategy that worked in 2023, kept betting on old connections, old methods, old versions of themselves, and the world moved on without them. Rule number 3, loyalty to the past will destroy your future. What got you here won't get you there. That job you are comfortable in, it might not exist in 2 years. That skill you mastered, it might be automated by next quarter. Fall in love with evolution, not comfort. But here's where most people mess up. They try to change everything at once. They burn out before they ever break through. Which brings me to rule number 4. Rule number 4, one thing, obsessively. The fastest way to fail in 2026 is to chase 10 different visions. The fastest way to win? Pick one thing. Master it. Let everything else fade into the background. Not balance, focus, not hustle, precision. You don't need more opportunities. You need to say no to everything except the one thing that'll change everything. Last month, I met someone who hadn't talked to their best friend in 3 years. I've just been so busy, they said. Busy building a life so impressive that nobody was left in it to celebrate with them. Rule number 5, success without connection is just expensive loneliness. You can have everything and feel empty. You can win and still lose. Because at the end of this year, the only thing that'll matter is who was there, who stayed, who you showed up for when nobody was watching. Money grows, fame fades. But relationships? Those are the only things you can't rebuild from scratch. There is a quiet room inside your mind. Most people avoid it. They turn on music, scroll their phone, call a friend. Anything to escape the silence. Because in that silence, the truth lives. And the truth is uncomfortable. Rule number 6, sit with yourself. Regularly. No distractions, no noise. Just you and your thoughts. That's where clarity is born. That's where you remember who you actually are beneath the performance, beneath the pressure. 5 minutes a day. just you. It's harder than any workout, but it's the only way to stay sane in a world designed to make you forget yourself. Now here is the one I promised you. Rule number 7. And I need you to really hear this. Rule number 7. Your reputation is built in private. Not in the posts you make, not in the speeches you give, but in the decisions nobody sees. How you treat the waiter, how you respond when nobody's looking, whether you keep your word when it's inconvenient. Point 2026 will expose everyone. The fakes, the frauds, the people who talk big but live small. Character is the only thing that survives scrutiny. Rule number 8. Rest is not weakness. Burnout is. Stop wearing exhaustion like a badge. The most dangerous lie of this generation is that rest is lazy. You are not a machine. Recover or break. Those are your options. Rule number 9. Forgive yourself faster. You are going to mess up this year. Miss deadlines. Lose your temper. Fall short. And that's okay. What's not okay is carrying that failure into tomorrow. Learn, adjust, let go, and finally, rule number 10, bet on yourself when nobody else will. There will come a moment this year when every logical voice tells you to quit, to play it safe, to go back to what's comfortable. That's the moment. That's when you double down. Not recklessly, but with conviction, because the people who make it in 2026, they're not the most talented. They're the ones who refused to stop when it made sense to. So here we are. 10 rules. 1 year, infinite possibilities. You don't need to follow all of them. Maybe just one resonates. Maybe it's the one you needed to hear today. But whatever you do, don't let 2026 happen to you. Make it happen because of you. Now go build something worth remembering.